Hi, Deirdre McNamara here. I'm going to show you how to use referencing in Microsoft Word 2010. I'm going to start off by pointing out that this is a new feature in Microsoft Word that was introduced when they brought out Office 2007, and they continued on with it in 2010. If you use this feature and you open up the file in Office 2003, the previous version of Office, you will lose all of the references that you've put into your document. As a start, I've just opened up a sort of a little fake report that I've created here, and I'll just show you the report. So it is a cover page and a table of contents, and I've showed you how to do that in previous videos. And it's just got some sample text in here. So the first thing to note is that there are two main parts to this. First of all, you have the citation, which is within the body of the report or in the main part of the report. And at the end of your report, you'll have a bibliography or a list of works cited. So I'm going to start off here, and the citation goes before the full stop within the body of the report. So if, for example, this piece of information here I'd found in a book, I just need to mention that in here. Just ignore that error message. So I put my cursor just before the full stop of that sentence. I then go to References. I click on the References tab. And the first thing you need to do when you start out is to make sure that you have selected the right style. Within Letterkenny IT, we use the Harvard, and within Harvard we use the Anglia style. Now, Anglia, Harvard Anglia does not come as default with Office 2010 or 2007, and you have to download it, and I've given you instructions in another section of the Blackboard system. So if you're using a different method, you could, for example, choose APA or Chicago or ISO, whichever one you're using. But within the college, we're going to choose Harvard Anglia 2008. So that's the first thing we do. Once we've set that, it should stay at Harvard. We don't need to do that again. So again, I've got my cursor here before the full stop, and we need to insert a citation. Citations are what go within the report, and then the bibliography goes at the end of the report. So insert citation. We haven't put in any details of any books or references that we've used yet, so we click on Add New Source. Now, the main thing to do in this section is to choose the correct type of source. So this one here, I got this information from a book. So in here I choose not book section, it's actually the whole book, so I choose book. Now we need to put in the author. Don't start to type in here. What you need to do is you need to click on edit over here, and it'll format everything correctly for you then. So let's put in, I'm just making this up, so let's put in some fictional names here. Brown, and first name will be Tom, and initial is M. And then I click, once I've put in the person's name, I click on Add. And I'm going to put in 3 people in here just so you can see how it works. So, Smith, and middle initial will be T, and Add, and will be Kelly, and Mary, and Add. So down here I've got a list of the 3 people who wrote this book. Okay, and I click on OK. And you can see they're listed up here, and if I need to change anything, if I spot a typo or anything, I just click on Edit up here. The title then of the book is Tourism in Ireland. Spelled correctly. Tourism in Ireland. The year was 2010. The city, you have to look on the front cover or just inside the front cover of the book and see if you can find the city. It could be New York or Dublin or London or wherever. So in here I'm just going to type in Dublin. And the publisher, again, you need to look on the inside cover, is O'Reilly Press. And the edition. Now, I know this is the 2nd edition, and I'm not sure how to actually write that out. Do I write SECOND, or do I write 2, or what do I put in? So if I'm not sure how to actually put in the particular item, look down the bottom and it gives you an example. So for example, when I'm putting in 2nd, I put in 2ND. It's the 2nd edition. Okay, I filled in all those fields now. I'm happy with that. and we click on OK. So you can see in the actual body of your report, a little field has gone in and it has correctly formatted the names as Brown et al., which means that there is more than two authors of this particular book, and it also lists the year that the book was written. It doesn't give you the rest of the details. The rest of the details will go into the bibliography, which is at the end of your report. Okay, so let's move down a bit further, and let's assume that this particular piece of information here I got from a website. So I'll just show you how to do that one. So I go insert, again, silly error messages, insert caption, sorry, not insert caption, insert citation. Now I could, if I want to reference that same book again, I could just click on that one. This is a new source, we haven't put in the details of it yet, so we click on add new source. And again, it automatically went back to book, which is the last thing I used. It's not a book this time, it's a website. So I scroll down and choose website. Okay. Now, it's fine if the website actually lists the person who wrote the information. Sometimes they don't actually give you a person. So for example, it could be a corporate author, it could be Fáilte Ireland. So for example, I'm going to click on corporate author and Fáilte Ireland. The name of the web page would be Tourism Trends. Now, the year, you have to look on the web page, and often down the bottom it'll say last updated 2008, last updated 2011. So this was last updated 2011. Now I need to put in the date that I myself found this information. So when did I see the information on the website? So you put in the year 2011, the month accessed was, now again, do I write in the number for the month or the date? You actually write out the whole month. So in here I'm going to November, and the day I don't actually, I just put in the actual number for the day, so it was, for example, the 21st. URL is the actual web address. Now normally I just copy the web address from the web browser and paste it in here, but in this case I'll just type it out, www.fáilteireland.com. And again, all these references are just fictional references. And click on OK. And you can see here within your report, before the full stop, it says Fáilte Ireland 2011. Okay, and for example, actually this piece of information here by the GDP, that also came from the Fáilte Ireland website. So I can go insert citation. I don't need to type it out again. I just click on these ones that I've already typed in the information. And I could keep adding in my other references. So then when I'm finished my report and I want to put in my bibliography, I just move down the end. I might put in a page break. So I can go insert page break or control and enter on my keyboard. And I'm now going to put in my bibliography. So just click on references. And in the references area, I'm still in citations and bibliography. I just click on bibliography and bibliography again. Works cited, there's no big difference between the two of these. It's just whether the heading says bibliography or the heading says works cited. I tend to go with bibliography, so I'm going to choose that. So click on bibliography. And there are the two pieces of information that you referenced within this document. And it'll automatically update this as you add in more and more citations and new sources to your document. Okay, this is the end of this video. Thank you.